Hey, and welcome back to making the template. Now we're actually going to sketch out our box. So, first thing we need to have is the box reference and some paper, pencil, and a ruler. Now this ruler, I've made a ruler for you that'll be available in the downloads. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of speed through this a little bit and leave a little bit to your imagination of what I'm doing here. So the sketch starts off. We're just starting from the top here. Now, the one of the main things I really want to clearly communicate is that the sketch doesn't need to be perfect. Okay. Now, you may look at mine and see how you know I'm really taking my time to make it look as accurate as I possibly can. Now, for a sketch of a template, you don't have to hold yourself to the same high standards right now because what you're doing right now is you're learning about it. So I want you to take your time, even if you do make some mistakes while you're sketching out this template. Don't hold that against yourself because the more little mistakes and the more you learn as you're developing these skills, the better at it you'll be in the future. So take your time, go through it all. Again, don't worry about perfection and just make the template to the best of your ability. And even if you miss something, don't worry about it. We're going to be referencing the box the entire time. So you can always come back, add a piece to it, or remove a piece that just didn't need to be there. So I'm going to go ahead and let you finish watching me sketch the rest of this out. Okay, here we are, guys. Now we're going to go ahead and start measuring our template. Now, the best thing to do is just find a increment level that works best for you. Obviously, I'm working in inches, and as you can tell in Adobe Illustrator, I usually default to inches and not work in centimeters or millimeters. So, whatever you use, feel free to use that. But we're just going to go ahead and run through the measuring process. Now, this is where you do need to take your time. So what you want to do is do your best at accurately representing the measurements that you take from the box. These are probably, out of the entire thing, the most critical stage of the project. This is where you need to make sure your accuracy really excels. So take your time, check it, double check it, and once you're finished with the measurements, feel free to go ahead and just go through it one more time. Just double check a couple critical areas, and then go ahead and wrap up with that. So I'll let you see the rest of the measurements I take here, so you can see my process. I just use some basic hand note type things, little kind of grid lines that help me distinguish what areas I'm measuring and what areas I'm not. So you can watch the rest of the video, and then you'll have your measurements. So we'll be able now to take these measurements and apply them to the template that we're going to create in Adobe Illustrator. So we're first going to take these shapes, and then we're going to apply the measurements that we've made. Okay, so look forward to that in the next episode, and feel free to leave a comment if you have any trouble with this part. Remember, there is a ruler I will be adding to the downloads, and you'll be able to reference the template as well, just to kind of see the whole process if you would like to look at it all ahead of time. So take a look at it, and we'll see you in the next lesson.